Aaliyah, the company Christmas party is over. I got pressured into a few drinks, so I can't drive home tonight. I'm gonna crash at a coworker's place, okay? I'll come home first thing tomorrow morning.
Okay, just be careful. And try not to cause any trouble for them.
Yeah, I know. That reminds me, my supervisor said something to me tonight. He said something about my parents that got me thinking.
He said something about your parents. What did he say?
He didn't say anything bad. He knew about what happened to my father a few years ago. He just asked me if they were doing okay since my dad's bedridden and needs nursing care. My mom has to take care of him all the time. He was just wondering if they're doing okay. He said it must be really tough for my mom to take care of my dad like that.
Well, yeah, I guess I can understand his concerns. Your mother's already over 70. Elderly people taking care of elderly people. A home care nurse does come every now and then. But I suppose your mother has got to take care of him 24/7. It's got to be tough for her.
I know, huh? I think so too. She's too old to be doing that. I feel sorry for her. If she keeps this up, I'm afraid something might happen to her. The more I think about it, the more worried I get about her.
Yeah, I guess it is something to be concerned about. Maybe we should look into options for them.
Yeah, and I think I came up with an idea. I'm pretty worried about my mom, so I was thinking you should go and help her take care of my dad.
Pardon me? What do you mean go and help her?
If you went back to my parents' house, you could take care of my dad instead of my mother doing it. That way I don't have to worry about either of them. My mom's not always healthy enough to take care of my dad and do everything else around the house. If you went there, it would make it so much easier for my mom. We'd all feel much better about the whole situation, don't you think?
Wait, what? Hold on. You make it sound like it's so easy for me to go and do that, but it's impossible. Your parents live 5 hours away from here. It's not that easy to just go there all the time. And don't you think me going there a few times a month would just be more of a pain for her? It's a 5-hour drive one day. I'd have to spend the night. I know she'd treat me like a guest, so she'd just end up doing more work trying to make me feel comfortable. I feel like I was intruding more than helping, don't you think?
Well, you wouldn't have to commute from here. I assume you'd go live there and help them out.
What?
I agree with you. What you're saying, commuting would be impossible. So I think you should go and live there, kind of like a live-in caregiver. I don't mind living here without you. I'll be just fine.
Living by yourself? You mean you want to stay here while I go live with your parents?
Well, I work here, so I can't just up and leave. If you go, it's best for everyone. Yep, I think that's the best solution. If you're living at my parents' house and something happens, we won't have to panic and rush the 5 hours over there. You'll already be there.
Well, I have a job here too.
It's not really a job. You only work part-time. Why don't you just quit?
Quit my job? It might be part-time, but I can't just up and quit. They'd be short-staffed without me. It would cause problems for them. And I like my job.
Yeah, but it's not that you can't quit. Just do it. It'll be fine.
Don't try to make everything sound so simple. If I moved in with your parents, who's going to take care of the house here? You don't know how to do the laundry, and you've never made a meal in your life. But more importantly, what are our children gonna do? With just you here, you'll never be able to look after 2 children. You can't even cook for yourself.
Oh, you're right. Well, why don't you just take them with you? My parents live in a quiet place with a big yard. The kids will love it there. They always love it when they go visit Grandma and Grandpa.
That's because it's summer vacation and they're only there for 3 days? Moving in and living with their grandparents is a completely different story. And it is a quiet place. That's because they're so far out in the country. There's nothing around. There are no hospitals or schools anywhere near them. I don't think there are any other kids near your parents' place either. How am I supposed to raise my kids out there and take care of your parents all by myself?
Well, I'm sure my mom would help you, especially with her grandkids. There's a school and hospital in the next town. It's not that far. I'm sure a school bus goes out that way. And my parents have a car you can use, so everything will be fine. I'm sure just seeing his grandkids' faces every day will make my dad feel a lot better. It's all good. It's win-win.
I told you it's not possible. Our kids are in 5th and 6th grade. They're both studying hard to get into that private junior high school you wanted them to go to. It was your idea to have them go there. You showed them how great it was and got them excited for it. Now you're just going to make them switch schools and send them out to the countryside? Ethan's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu club is here and Lisa's bouldering gym is here. Do they have that stuff out where your parents live? I doubt it. All of their friends are here. If you make them move, you'll be taking everything from them.
Yeah, but I've been thinking about this for a while. I really don't think they need to go to that private school. Is it really going to help them in their future? You don't write your junior high school or high school on your resume, right? And making them study extra hard for the entrance test to the school, it's just putting extra stress on them. If they're living out in the country, they'll be able to relax. They won't have any stress at all.
It'll help with stress? On the contrary, I think not letting your kids go to the school they want, taking them away from all their friends, and completely turning their lives upside down is going to cause more stress than it will cure. When you mentioned that private school, our kids loved the idea. That school has so many facilities and programs and clubs for them. They can't wait to get there. It was you that introduced the idea of this private school to them. You got them excited for it. And now you're just going to take it away from them?
But the kids can't live here with me if you're not here too. You know I can't cook or clean up after them, and I know nothing about what goes on in their school. You always handle that. You'll have to take them with you. There's no other option.
That's why I said it's impossible for me to go. It might be easier if your parents just came here.
You know my dad is bedridden. It would be a pain to move him all the way here, and we'd have to set up a special room for him. It's even less possible than you going there. And you think my mom could drive 5 hours here? She couldn't even sit in a car for 5 hours if we went to get her. And I don't even know how'd we get Dad here. It's impossible. It'd be much easier if you just went there.
You keep saying easy, but there's nothing easy about it. You want me to quit my job, take our kids, move in with your parents, and be the caregiver for your father and raise our children? I can't tell from your text messages, but you must be dead drunk right now because this is ridiculous.
It's fine. Everything will be fine. I'll have my mom take care of all the details. She'll look into the schools and everything. Just try it. I'm sure it'll work out. And I'm not that drunk. I just can't legally drive home right now.
Why are you making all the decisions? You don't care what I have to say and you haven't even asked your mother yet? You keep saying it'll be easier for your mom, like it's going to take the burden off of her. But having 3 more people move into her house, 2 of them young kids, it's just going to be more of a burden on her. Meanwhile, you're just going to be sitting here without a care in the world doing whatever you want. Was that your plan from the start? Get us all out of the house so you have nothing to worry about? I can't believe you.
Why are you against everything I say? Are you saying you don't want to be bothered with taking care of my parents? You agree that it must be tough for them, but you don't seem to want to help them. Your words mean nothing.
That's not true. When you suggested that I go help them out, I thought about it. But me taking our kids and moving in with your parents without you, that thought never crossed my mind. It's gonna put a huge burden on our kids and me. And to just up and do this now with no notice or preparation, it's impossible. And on top of all that, these are your parents. Yet you're going to have nothing to do with it? That doesn't make any sense to me.
I didn't say I'd had nothing to do with it. I'm gonna be here working hard, earning money to help everyone out. That's my role in this. That way you won't have to work and you can focus on helping my parents. So we'll both be helping.
You decided that by yourself, and it's only convenient for you, don't you think? What about how our children or I feel about this? You don't seem to care that your plan to help your mom interferes with 3 other people's lives.
Well, we're married, so you should be willing to work with me on this. It's just a small inconvenience for you. I can't believe you're getting this upset about it. Taking care of people and raising children is the wife's job.
I can't believe you. I'm not doing this anymore. No matter what I say, you're just going to ignore me, aren't you? You'd better make sure you pay me enough to support our children.
Great. So you finally see things my way. Of course, no problem. I'll give you as much money as you need to help our children. Let's get this started as fast as we can. I want you guys moved out by next weekend. So start getting all your stuff and the kids' things packed up and ready for the move. I'll help you get ready as soon as I get home. Good night.
You really are only thinking about yourself, aren't you? Idiot.
Aaliyah, where are you now? When I came home, all the stuff you had packed up was gone. I thought you weren't going to my parents' place until the weekend. Did you decide to leave early? We had decided on this weekend. I didn't even get a chance to see you off.
Yeah, we left. The kids and I are at their grandparents' house now.
Huh? You arrived there already? I didn't tell my mom you were coming today. She must have been really surprised when you showed up so early. So how are they? Are they happy you're all there?
I explained everything to them, and Grandma and Grandpa seem happy we're with them now. We're not at your parents' house. We're at my parents' house.
Huh? Why did you go there? Oh, I get it. You're moving far away, so you wanted to see them before you left. I understand.
Use your head. That's not why I'm here. We moved here because I'm divorcing you.
What? Divorced? What are you talking about?
I've had about as much as I can stand of you. In order to help your parents, you were willing to destroy your wife and your children's lives. You wouldn't listen to anything I had to say. You only cared about yourself and what you wanted. I knew since you had a few drinks in you that you were telling me how you truly felt, and it made me sick to hear it. But the fact that you don't care about what your kids want, and that you obviously don't want them in your life, you're disgusting. I'd rather just give you what you want by divorcing you.
Wait, hold on, why? I just wanted you to help my mom, that's all. Don't you feel sorry for my parents in their current situation?
That conversation and this conversation are completely different. I think it's unfortunate for your mom and dad. I do. But for you to force that situation on your wife and kids, do you think that's right? Shouldn't you try to do something first? They're your parents, aren't they? Do you really think you're acting like a good father by shipping your wife and kids away from you?
So, you want me to abandon my parents just because I have kids? They'll be just fine without a private school. I never went to a private school and I'm doing just fine. I'm doing well enough we can afford a private school for them. That's proof you don't really need one.
This conversation isn't about them going to or not going to a private school. Now it's not even about asking me to live there or you looking for or not looking for a nursing home or care service to your parents. It's about you only thinking about yourself and not caring what kind of burden you place on your wife, your children, or your mother with 3 extra people in her house. When I told our children what you wanted to do, they started crying. They said they didn't want to quit their clubs. They said they want to go to that private school.
But what about my mother? If I tell her you're refusing to help her out, she'll be devastated. How dare you disrespect my parents like that? Taking care of people is the wife's job.
Stop acting like this. You're just using your mother as an excuse, and you're treating me like a tool you can use however you want. If I stay married to a person like that, the kids might start acting like you. I'd hate for them to turn out like that. We're getting a divorce, that's final.
But why? Why won't you listen to me and do as I say? You only work part-time. You really think you can raise the kids without me? If you divorce me, there's no way I'm paying for them to go to that private school. It looks like it'll be you crushing their dreams for the future.
You said you'd pay as much as I needed to raise the kids, didn't you? I've got it here in our chat history. Are you going to break your promise? I'll look for a new job, and my parents will help us out too. We'll be just fine without you.
Alright, fine, I get it. I'll see if I can get my parents to move up here with us. It'll be a little difficult for us, but that's a better resolution, don't you think? I'll talk to my mother about this, so please just calm down and let's reconsider this, okay?
It's way too late for that now. The issue with your mom and dad was only the trigger for all this. I'm divorcing you because I don't trust you anymore. I don't think you care about me or your children. From now on, if you want to talk to me, do it through my divorce lawyer. Maybe if you hear it from an expert, you'll understand a little better.
This is an issue between husband and wife. There's no reason to get anyone else involved. What are you thinking? We're family. Let's sit down together and talk this out. We can work this out and come to a compromise.
Well, you don't listen to what other people say, so you can forget about that. You only want to meet up to try persuade me into doing what you want. I've already told my lawyer exactly what I want from you, so there's no reason I should ever have to speak to you ever again. I'm going to send you a pic of my lawyer's business card, so contact him if you want to talk.
Hold on. Don't try to end this conversation when it's not finished. Think about this one more time and come to your senses. There's gotta be a way we can all be happy as a family. Okay? So just come back here for now, okay?
No way! I don't want to see you, and neither do the kids. They're still upset with you and your plan. We're not going back to your place ever again. I don't want to waste any more time talking to you. Goodbye.
Hey! No, wait! Just the divorce. Hold off on just the divorce. Let's settle this without a lawyer. Let's just talk about this. Aaliyah, please. Don't ignore me.
After that, Brett came to my parents' house with the intention of taking me and our children back with him. My parents were furious and started yelling at him. It scared Brett pretty bad, and he quickly left. On top of that, when Brett met with my lawyer to discuss the terms of the divorce, when my lawyer told him what I was demanding, Brett went into a rage and attacked the lawyer. The police were called and he was hauled off. Luckily for me, I was able to divorce Brett without ever needing to see his face again. I spoke to Brett's mother and told her everything that had happened. She was so ashamed of her son that she started crying and apologized to me profusely. My ex-parents-in-law did nothing wrong here, so I still let them see and talk to their grandchildren through video chat every now and then. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please press the like button. See you next time!